one last place to look. Straight ahead.
There she is! Almeidrea!
But all alone? Watch yourselves. She's probably planning something.
I was getting rather tired of waiting around. Oh my, and I see you came along as well, Dahnan Witch.
Almeidrea.
What's this? I thought you couldn't stand the sight of me. Go on, little one. Show me the full force of that hatred of yours. Otherwise, run and hide like the rat you are.
That's enough! How can you smile while causing pain to so many others?
That is the way of those who possess great power. The very way we Renans live by. Those with power set the example, and those without it are forced to obey. Though you two seem to have forgotten that's the way these things work.
And you really think that justifies your actions? You turned all those people into a hollowed sea!
What foolishness. It's only natural that the fate of a slave differ from that of its owner. Very well, I admit I did fan the flames just a tad back in Miennes. But it wouldn't have mattered in the slightest if there hadn't been a spark to ignite. Without it, my actions would have been fruitless. Ultimately, it was their very own burning hatred that laid them to waste. To say it was all my fault is simply laying blame at the wrong feet.
No one's perfect. We all have darkness in our hearts. But the atrocities that you've committed, they're unthinkable! Your heart is nothing but darkness!
What a fool! To think time and time again you would challenge Renan authority without so much as an inkling of how things actually work. Such ignorance is why your kind has been enslaved for 300 years.
Almeidrea.
Well, if it isn't Lord Dohalim.
These people are my allies and friends. I won't let you insult them so.
My, what a shock. I never would have expected you to claim mere slaves as your companions. If I didn't know any better, I would question your noble lineage. Oh, how far the mighty have fallen. A traitor such as yourself hardly deserves to be called a lord.
You are nothing compared to Dohalim.
Rinwell.
He would never stand by and laugh. His people hollowed!
Ha! What does it matter? You're descended from those who allowed the power and knowledge entrusted to them to wither away. Your pitiful family may have feared it, but I do not. That knowledge and power is all mine to command. And now, you will witness what that power's truly capable of! Mesmold! Enjoy your meal! Such sad-eyed child. Let me reunite you with your parents.
Shut up! I'm gonna take you down. It's the very last thing I do!
That's right. Loathe me. Every step brings you closer to being me!
You're wrong! You're wrong! I'm nothing like you! Far enough!
Prepare to be seized!
Lunar Blast!
Anything in order is
Air Thrust! Gemini Offload! This one's mine!
Can't get out of this!
I never miss! Tempest Whirl! Not in your dreams! Stay away! Lunar Blast! Tempest Whirl!
What's she doing now?
She's infusing her beast with more power.
Get ready! Gemini Alpha!
Your armor won't save you!
Brimming with
today.
hatred.
In a bind?
Lightning Away! More where that came from! Lightning is down! Where are you going? Confiscated!
Damn you!
Dance in the wind!
First strike!
Here's a healing art! More for the stockpile! Arcane Waterfall! In here! Lunar Blast!
Talent Storm!
Gemini Alpha!
Leave her from me.
Gemini Alpha! More where that came
By the
from!
power of water!
Dance in the wind! Air Blast! Light Acid Jet! Magic Advance! Freeze Blast! Think again! Now! And again!
Burn!
Dance in the wind!
What foolish.
Air Drop!
Can't get out of this!
Here's a healing art! First aid! Here, let me help! First aid! Here's a healing art! First aid!
Smash you!
There! I'm only getting weak now. Here, let me help! First aid! Where are you going?
Do it! Eat this!
Alphen! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! Rising Wyvern!
Slaves.
Sighted! Gale Force!
Wind! Devastation!
Ready to go!
They're attacking separately!
Can't let me hit on her!
Keep an eye on her. And take out the monster first.
She's no stranger to astral arts.
I can take care of that.
Yeah! Take it away!
You're mine! Here, let me help! First aid!
You
Here,
will
suffer! First aid! In the wind!
Double
Here, let me help! First aid!
I could do this all day!
Here's a healing art! First aid!
That looks bad.
Wits about you, people.
Lightning orb!
This one's mine!
Lunar blast!
The winds of judgment blow your way. Fall before your head explodes.
A chaotic disaster!
Won't save you!
Or for the Where are you going?
Sword Rain Alpha!
So that's the trick up her sleeve.
Your astral arts aren't so special. And now, they're mine! Here's a... Healing art!
I've let you all down.
Here, let me help!
Friends!
Blah, blah, blah. First aid! I'll bring it.
Dragon Swarm!
Here's a healing art! I was overconfident. I'll bring you back from death's abyss. Resuscitation! Here's a healing art! First aid! Here, let me help.
Can't get out of this!
Hey, that... Here's a healing... First aid!
I'm just getting started!
Gemini Alpha!
Not today!
Come now.
I'm ready.
By the power of water! Gemini Alpha! Lunar Blast!
You're mine! I'm not
Far
done!
enough!
You're
Dragon
finished!
Cascade!
Dragon Swarm!
Gemini Alpha! By the power of... Here's a healing art! First aid! Lunar Blast!
Now or never.
Her Master Core! Not while I'm around, she isn't! By the I never miss!
Now I'm in the groove!
Goodwill! I'll never forgive you!
What?
I'll take you down! I'll end you! Astral energy!
Say no more!
You murdered my mother and father. But I'm not like you.
Rinwell.
Even now, I hate you. But here I am, unable to let go. Honestly, even if I took my hatred out on you here and now, it wouldn't make me feel any better in the long run. I realize that now. So, I won't kill you. I'll take you in, and make damn sure justice is served the right way.
You would dare mock me with your foolish, useless pity? A Dahnan, nothing more than a mere slave. I won't allow you to...
It's not about what you think. Or being Dahnan or Renan. Because you'll atone for the crimes you committed. And that's all.
It's that swordsman again.
Oh, Lord Volron, what brings you here? No, forgive me. I've forgotten myself. Please allow me to make it up to you, my lord.
Silence now, wretched snake. Does it hurt? It should. That pain is proof you're still alive. Enjoy it.
Volron. Years ago, the Lord of Ganath Haros met a sudden death. His successor was a man by that very name, Volron.
And like a restless lover, I've come back for more. Stop right there! Think you can cut me down? What?
Wait, what just happened to him? Alvin! Say something! Let go of me! Let me go!
Shionne!
Alvin!
Shionne!
Alvin!
come and find me. If you truly are the Sovereign. After all this time, I'll be free from this hell. I can finally go home. I doubt I'll ever see this place again. Might as well walk the block once more for old time's sake. As usual, nobody wants to explain anything to me. They just threaten and harass me instead. What does everyone think I am? Some sort of talking pet? They're the ones that dragged me all the way up here in the first place. Bastards. I just wanted to go back. To Dena. To my home.
Alphen.
Leori. Wait, please. Wait, What was that? That... How long ago was that? That's right. Shion. Oh, right. That's what pain felt like. So much for it all being a bad dream. Where am I? Where is everyone? I need to find them. Better start looking. Niori. Shion. Damn it.
Alvin?
Rinwell.
What happened just now? Normally you'd be able to take that thing with your eyes closed.
Thank goodness you're alive. Are you all right?
Yeah.
I'm just glad we found you in one piece. There's a village back the way we came from. Thistleim.
Rinwell. Where are we?
Ganeth Haros, Volron's realm. Remember?
Ushered by the waves straight to the enemy stronghold.
Luck?
If Volron's here, that means Shion's close.
Shion?
Are you sure you're feeling okay?
He's probably just exhausted.
You sense one of your pals, Hootle?
Onward and upward.
Speaking of Thistlelim, it's populated by Danans, but they're not under the rule of any lord. Pretty refreshing, huh? The whole town was built by Danan defectors. Escapees, this area is teeming with stray Zeugles. The ordeal seems to have left them understand.
Yeah.
And your sense of pain, too.
Really?
Probably.
I wonder if Alphen's going to be okay.
For now, I believe we should hold off on speculation and simply keep an eye on it.
Right. Hmm? You're saying we should check the Owl Forest? Do you sense one of your friends, Hootle?
Alphen! Boy, am I glad to see you safe.
Well, did you manage to convince them we're not in league with any lord?
Yeah, eventually.
When the ship sank, I thought we were done for.
Yeah.
There's some...
So, what did you remember?
Give the man some
Go on.
I was abducted from Dana. Next thing I knew...
You mean to say you won the crown contest? As a Danan?
No. They kept me locked in a strange facility. And of course, I wasn't really a king. The reality was that the only reason I survived was because my body was able to
The crest that appeared behind you on Almadria's ship must have undoubtedly been that of the Sovereign. It all makes sense now. Your affinity with the Blazing Sword.
Okay, but why would the Renans go out of their way to give you all that?
They said it was for something called the Spirit Channeling Ceremony. They taught me how to harness my power. As for what the ceremony was actually for...
So if what you're saying about being on Lenegis is true, then maybe you really did meet. After all, you said you recognized her from somewhere, right?
But Shion said she'd never seen him before.
I was wrong. It wasn't Shion I knew from Lenegis. It was Naori. She was a Renan maiden they paired me with during the spirit channeling ceremony. She's the
A maiden? What?
Wait, so this Naori figure just happens to be the double of Shion? Bit coincidental, isn't it?
Naori's family name was Imeris.
Imeris? As in Shion Imeris?
So they're distant relatives or something? Wait, or are they sisters?
Your guess is as good as mine. All I know is it was
The mask? But why?
to keep my soul from devouring itself over the guilt. After what I did on Lenegis.
Lives? You mean you staged a rebellion?
Perhaps it was a part of this spirit channeling ceremony?
I don't know. Whatever it was that the spirit channeling ceremony was supposed to achieve, it didn't turn out as planned. I lost consciousness halfway through. By the time I came to, Lenegis was a sea of flames. I opened my eyes to see Naori there, weeping. I shudder to think of how many deaths I caused that day. Certainly more than any of these lords can claim, I'm sure.
You really expect us to believe this? First the Sovereign, then Lenegis? You couldn't possibly have done all that.
I wonder. In ancient scripture, there is tale of a terrible calamity that befell Lenegis, nearly destroying it. The restoration took years, and required the work of countless laborers.
By ancient, you mean...
It predates the crown contest, to a time before even the first Renan invasion of Dana. More than 300 years ago.
300? But that'd make Alphen...
That's right. I'm pretty much an antique of a human being. Deep down, maybe I already knew.
Alphen...
Some hero, huh? Cooperating with the same villains who snatched me from my home, committing mass slaughter, only for it to slip my mind. Then, when I finally remember, turns out I'm so old I've got scripture written about me. So much for standing up to injustice. I've probably got more blood on my hands than all the lords combined!
Alphen, stop! Honestly, I'm not going to pretend to understand what all this means. But what I do know is that right now, you're just reacting to the shock.
Kisara.
Listen, what you really need is time. Time to process things and get your head straight. Truth be told, I think that probably goes for all of us.
What about Shion? We can't just...
I'm worried about Shion too, Law. But it's clear that Alphen's in no fit state to fight. This is Volron, remember? Even at full capacity, it's practically a suicide mission. We stay put in the village till we're ready. Okay, everyone? Take some time to think things through, okay? But remember, we're all here for you if you need us. No matter how dark things might seem, you're not alone, Alphen.
Thank you.
It's fine. All right, everyone. Let's break for now.
Do I even have the right to fight? Do I have the right to go to Shion's rescue? What do the others think?
Alphen, are we gonna go rescue Shion or what? What's gotten into you, man?
Do I even have any right to be?
If you were in my place, you'd say,
Sounds like me. Pretend.
come on, man. Look, I get it. You finally remember you're in shock, and who wouldn't be? But here's the thing.
I guess.
It's about Naori, isn't it? Look, you're still here, aren't you? Who's to say this chick... Fine, I've said my piece.
My power consumed me once already. I can't guarantee anyone's safety.
So you think we might get burned up because of your sovereign powers? Come on, fight this thing! What happened to the guy who talked to me after my dad died? That's the guy I was proud to follow. Not this...
Law.
No, I'm serious. What's gotten into you, man? Now I'm gonna ask you this once and only once. What's it gonna be, Alphen?
What do you think? Of course I want to rescue...
So then quit griping and do it all...
Listen. You're probably right.
Alphen.
It's exactly like you said. But there's still so much that There I go.
He could be a pain sometimes. Besides, even...
Yeah, I guess you're right. Just give me a little more time to fill in the...
Hey, don't even mention it.
You're certain...
Trust me, it's not intentional.
Sorry, that was insensitive of me. Every new piece of information seems only to yield further mystery. I am well aware of where you got your powers. But why, as a Dahnan, do you bear the same crest as the... More to the point, why choose a Dahnan? And then there is the Maiden. A figure so powerful. And yet, I've never even heard of her. Then again, this all occurred 300 years ago. Listen, I learned the same history, listened rapt to the same tales.
Speaking of which, there's something else that I remember from the spirit channeling ceremony. It used the Renaissance...
You're certain?
Yes. Or at least that's what they called it.
Oh, I have never laid eyes on the real artifact myself. And you never participated in a crown contest. You're not even Renan.
3 centuries is more than several lifetimes. Was I really out that long?
Well, I'm only estimating based on historical record.
But who the hell am I?
If I may be frank, we have even bigger fish to fry than that.
Frank, huh?
Sometimes we need a little help in addressing the... Not to compete over lives lost, but I suspect your count is...
Thanks for lending me an ear.
Please, no thanks are necessary.
What do you see out there?
Zeugles. Strays by the looks of it. So, feel like...
All I know is Shion needs our help.
Say,
I came down in a Renan starship.
what happened to her?
She stayed behind. Just as I wanted to get back to Dana and my people, Naori's place was with her fellow Neither of us asked for the power or roles we were given.
Wait, so you mean it wasn't just Dahnans like you that Lenegis abducted?
Even within Renan society itself, there exists a hierarchy. Despite that, she did everything she possibly could to serve her people. She stayed behind on Lenegis to help any of her people who survived. A debt left to fester for what? 300 years?
In all honesty, be it several centuries...
What are you saying?
I'm saying you don't have to be a white knight in shining armor. Back after my brother had passed away, it was you. You know what I heard? I heard you
Then I was out of line. I had...
No, you're wrong. Those words left to my own devices. Besides, it's not like the truly terrible ones are the people who abducted you. The ones who forced you to wield that. Not only that, but that guilt you feel. Do you understand? But, if you're still not convinced, then ask yourself...
What I've been fighting for, huh?
All this time, I thought it was the worrying about Shion and the pain bringing you down. I didn't realize you were lonely too.
I guess all of us are. And what?
Yeah, but you've only just found out. I mean...
To tell you the truth, I was actually beginning to forget I'd even lost my memory. It's strange. When I think about... But then I realized what feels like years was actually...
What about your hometown? Do you know if it's...
I doubt it. When the Renans invaded, the world... Even if the place is still there physically, I expect the people will be...
Yeah. I have no home to return to either. I used to curse my bad luck that I'd ever been born a mage in the first place. Although if that had been the case, I guess I'd never have met up with you guys, that's for sure.
Have you learned to embrace your powers yet?
Nuh-uh. I resent them a little less than before, though. They've kept me alive. I guess what I'm trying to say is that with everything that's happened...
Rinwell.
First it was Shion, then it was me, and now it's you.
Yeah. All this time, you were suffering right in front of me, and I never even knew.
You couldn't have known. Poor Shion must be lonely, all by...
Yeah, you're right. Back to the inn, I guess.
Alphen! There you are!
What is it?
Zeugles, that's what! They're almost at the village gates!
Any closer and they'll be house hunting.
That... sounds bad.
Can you fight? No shame in bowing out if you're not up for it.
Kisara's right. You don't want to go overdoing it.
I'm up for it.
Really?
You ready?
As ready as I'll ever...
Alphen.
Look sharp, people. If we don't act fast, they're going to... get into the village.
Right. We need to hurry.